Pot busted at a local tire shop. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Fry. The shop owner accused of running drugs out of his tire business. Caitlin McCarthy taking a closer look into the new federal charges. She joins us live with the story. Caitlin.
Chris, this tire shop owner and his father are accused of using his business to deal weed. In this 14-count indictment, it includes conspiracy to launder money, maintaining drug houses, and having guns with a felony record. The owner of this tire shop, Jerry Baker, and his father, Jerry Baker Sr., are accused of running a drug-dealing enterprise out of the shop. That's according to a newly unsealed federal indictment. In-N-Out Tires in the city's Mount Pleasant neighborhood. Property records show Baker bought the business in June of 2022. Court records allege Baker bought hundreds of pounds of marijuana from an illegally run distributor in Los Angeles. They went under the name Empire Genetics. Investigators built their case with a series of wiretaps. The indictment alleges Baker used money orders to conceal drug proceeds. Also used In-N-Out Tires' business account to launder the money. Investigators say to keep the enterprise going, Baker and several others resorted to violence, including robbery, extortion, and assault to collect drug debts. Baker, according to the indictment, was found with guns despite having felony convictions. Previous court records show Baker was convicted in Cuyahoga County for aggravated robbery, extortion, and drug possession. Some fentanyl and heroin, and more than $35,000 was seized from him as well. Reporting live in downtown Cleveland, Caitlin McCarthy, 19 News.